What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with Flex Lewis, the former 7 times 212 Mr. Olympia. And he looks jacked. And let it be very clear that Flex hinted here and there about a possible comeback, because he did not leave the sport on his term. The last time he competed was in 2018, and one thing he wanted to do before retirement was test himself and how good he can be in the men's open bodybuilding, specifically the Olympia level, because we have seen Flex compete in the open bodybuilding at the beginning of his career. Obviously, his arrival on the men's open bodybuilding stage, that was very much anticipated, but it did not happen. And the main reason was a digestion issue that held him back from eating huge amount of foods during the off-season, because obviously he wanted to get bigger because he was aiming for the open bodybuilding now, and then he had to get that stem cell treatment. So is it realistic to think that Flex Lewis is gonna make a comeback, or is there a remote chance of that happening? I'm gonna say no, that's highly unlikely. He's gonna turn 41 in November and the health risk just won't be worth it. On top of that, he has been away from the stage for more than 5 years now. So I really wish that Flex made this decision earlier during his career and competed against Phil Heath and Big Ramy. Interestingly, both the guys that Flex beat at his prime, namely Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford, they are ruling the men's open bodybuilding right now. With the New York Pro lineup getting bigger now and a guy like Nick Walker is in pursuit of his second ring, one guy I think that the bodybuilding world will want to see here is Sergio Oliva Jr., who won the show back in 2017. Actually, that is the only show that he has won in his pro career. Interestingly, both Sergio and Nick won their first pro show here in New York. So Nick Walker went on to do great things in the bodybuilding since then, winning the Arnold, placing top 3 at the Olympia, and possibly an Olympia title contender this year. But Sergio's career, on the other hand, did not really take off. But we all know that Sergio himself believes that he can stand next to anyone. And this time, him training his heart out with a legend like Dorian Yates, that has got to be so motivating. And Sergio might return with that killer instinct that Dorian always had. Now the question is, does he also have the guts to back up that instinct? Well, Sergio is a big guy. He has got plenty of size, plus he's a tall guy, especially if you think about the average of men's open bodybuilding competitors. So that goes in his favor. But he has one very big weakness. He just cannot nail his condition on the show day. And with a change of coach this time, maybe things will be different. For the very first time during his career, Sergio is working with Neil Hill instead of Chris Aceto. So what are your expectations from Sergio, specifically with Dorian Yates training him for this year? Regan Grimes has a big year ahead of him. He has already set himself greatly for that off-season, as Regan started right after the Olympia, maximizing his gains, and his rebound phase went extremely well. And in my opinion, he will continue to ride this momentum for a few more months before he officially starts his prep. So I won't be surprised if he does Flex Pro Italy again prior to the Olympia, and probably the whole European tour again to secure his Olympia spot for 2024. So Regan showed up at his all-time best at the Olympia this past year, and he showed that he can bring a high level of conditioning as well. Because up until last year, people were really skeptical that if Regan is even capable of doing that. So his height and frame allows him to pack on a lot more muscle without distorting his beautiful lines. And Regan does need more size to move up the ranks at the Olympia level. So 9th place in 2023. Did you guys see Regan Grimes improving in 2024? Do let me know in the comments below. And hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.